Let me go over one for you guys that would be very similar to one of the ones you're dealing with fractions, because I didn't go over those. Let's say you have y equals, let's do 4/3 x squared minus, let's do 3/4. How about that? We'll do something like that. 3/4. Yeah, it was just like that. So the first step that we talked about when doing these problems was to set our y equal to 0, right? Because we're trying to find the zeros of this. So we're going to set that equal to 0. And then we have 4/3 x squared minus 3/4. Now, just because they're fractions, ladies and gentlemen, doesn't mean everything has to be so complicated. We just need to solve for x squared. We need to get the x squared by itself. So we see my x squared is being subtracted by 3/4. So now I need to add 3/4. So it's a positive 3/4 equals 4/3 x squared, right? Now we look at my x squared and say my x squared is being multiplied by 4/3. So to undo multiplying by 4/3, we'd have to divide by 4/3, which is the same thing as multiplying by the reciprocal. So when you multiply any fraction multiplied by its reciprocal equals 1. Right? So that multiplies now to 1, and I multiply 3/4 over here. When you multiply fractions, you multiply directly across, equals 9/16 equals x squared. Now we need to take the square root of this. One thing that can help you guys out when you're taking the square root of fractions, you can break that up into the square root of 9 over the square root of 16 equals x. Huh? So it's going to be plus or minus 3/4. Right? Remember, we need to include the positive and the negative. Does that make sense? And that's it. So when you guys have the fractions, that's what you guys are going to be working on.